and kind of just make a few sort of announcements about like different things. We've been planning this now for almost a year. It actually came out of an event like last year at MIT, where we had a bunch of news organizations together to sort of talk about a lot of CMS issues. Out of that like came like working groups and a Slack channel, and like one focused on actually WordPress. The idea being that just kind of looking across like news organizations, like where are some areas where like we can collaborate, like where are some sort of communities that are not getting like together as often as they like should. Like there's a lot of like WordPress work out there that is really great that we often just kind of don't see. That's hidden in just newsrooms. So the whole sort of purpose of the event is to bring that sort of nascent, I guess, community like together. So yeah, we just thought like a WordCamp like for news would be a fantastic way to actually have that conversation.
And as you know, when you bring together 53 people into a Slack room who are passionate about WordPress, about publishing, and you're saying, we're going to do an event together, the hardest part is coming up with a name, right? So we just wanted to show you guys some of the Slack chatter behind the scenes of where this all came from, and all the different iterations of names and where we landed. And ultimately, we are here today at WordCamp for Publishers, and we are so thrilled to welcome you to the first ever of this event. Everybody here is passionate about the publishing and journalism community, and it quite frankly feels pretty long overdue for many of us, because many of us have been working in newsrooms, have been supporting publishers, and have been working for WordPress for a very long time. So we are so excited that all of you will be together in one room, and we hope that some awesome collaborations and some really exciting conversations will come out of all of the discussions from this week. And earlier I said the hardest part was coming up with a name. I was kidding. There's actually way more that's involved in putting together a 200-person event. So I just wanted to take a moment and thank all of our incredible volunteers who came together. Our Denver team, who booked every event that is happening, including our brewery tours and our Rockies game, and set up the entire venue for us. Our budgets team, who not only wrangled our amazing sponsors and made sure that we were on budget and were able to provide you an amazing event for $40, but also wrangled scholarships so that people could attend this event who could not otherwise attend. Our marketing team, who did all of our amazing materials, our websites, our swag, wrangled our Slack channel, and basically helped us with all communication and publicity to get you guys here. Our programming team, who put together our workshops and our sessions and have corralled our speakers to put together an amazing schedule for you. And our day of team that are here doing everything from registration to coffee so that you're all caffeinated and ready to go, to making sure that everybody is where you need to be all week. And finally, when Adam and everybody from the MIT and CMS working group were together in that original Slack, and they were coming up with an idea to do this event, they could have gone anywhere, and we decided to collaborate with WordCamp Central to pull this event together. And we genuinely think that we could not have pulled this event off without them. WordCamp Central has given us the infrastructure, how to do a website, the guidance, the mentoring. They've given us a base of sponsors to be able to pull this together. So we really, really appreciate WordCamp Central for just helping us put together the first ever topic-specific WordCamp.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. I'm Matt Johnson. I was part of the sponsorship wrangling team. I just want to say a couple words of gratitude to all of our sponsors for making this event possible. As Steph said, $40 admission fee is going to get you probably like $40 in value alone just for the events, not to mention the awesome actual content of the event today. So it's really exciting to be able to bring everyone here and to be able to do this for such a reasonable and affordable price. Firstly, I want to thank our platinum sponsor, Digital First Media. In case anyone didn't notice, they own the building, or at least occupy the building that we're currently in. They're a platinum sponsor because they gave us this space to use here in beautiful downtown Denver. So big thanks to Digital First Media. I also want to give a special thanks to our scholarship sponsor, Pantheon, that gave us the funds to underwrite scholarships for several folks to be able to attend the event who would have otherwise not been able to because costs were prohibitive. We really are committed to this being as inclusive and diverse as possible an event, and scholarships are a big part of making that happen. So a big thanks to Pantheon for underwriting the scholarships. I also want to just give a shout out to our gold sponsors, Bluehost, BoldGrid, WooCommerce, Jetpack, more gold sponsors, Alley Interactive, never heard of them, 10up, WordPress.com VIP, WP Engine. Our silver sponsors, GoDaddy, Pagely, Shifter, Zine 101, WPML, DreamHost, SiteLock, and Mesh. Let's have a big hand for all of our sponsors. Thanks, everyone.
Hello. Just a few things for me. Stay in the loop throughout the event. We have a Slack channel. If you haven't joined it, wcpublishers.com will get you there. If you're going to talk about our event on social media, please @ us or use our hashtag WCPub, and we will retweet your wonderful comments on the event. There are folks here to help you out. If you want to get help from publishing and engineering professionals, we have a happiness bar set up just out front in the lobby. If you have questions, folks that are wearing these lovely green t-shirts, like myself, are volunteers. Find one of us. We'll help you with anything you need, or head to registration. You all received lovely swag bags today. Everything that you need for the entire event is in there. You have your badge, your shirt, you have your ticket that you need for lunch today for the food trucks. If you registered for the brewery tour or the Rockies game, your tickets for that were in your bag as well. If anything is amiss, if anything is missing, find one of our volunteers or just head straight to registration and they'll help you get sorted out. But we hope to chat with all of you in Slack and on social media, and stay in touch, take some photos, and let's collaborate on enjoying this wonderful event.
Hey guys, my name's Ryan Tanner. I'm the lead of the Denver team for this WordCamp. So first of all, thank you all for coming to Denver, my hometown. So thanks a bunch. I hope you enjoy your stay. So a little bit of the lay of the land here in the building. So this is the main room where all of the talks will be going on. We also have workshops up on the 11th floor. Just so you guys know, the elevators are badge access only, so we will have volunteers there to badge you up to get up there. If there is no one there, just please kindly ask the front desk. The security folks should be able to get you up there. But there should be a volunteer there at all times. Just so you know, the Wi-Fi down here is the network DP01, and there is no password. Upstairs on the 11th floor, it's DFM guest with the password DFM visitor. All this stuff will also be in the Slack channel in a little bit. The restrooms down here are right behind us. There's signs for them. They're just behind the lunch tables that we have set up. And up on the 11th floor, they're on the opposite side of the workshop room. Also today for lunch, we're doing food trucks right across the street in Civic Center Park. There's about 20 food trucks out there. Lots of variety of different food. In your bag, you have a $15 coupon. It's a one-time use only coupon. So you go to your first truck, get your food. If it doesn't reach the limit, it's still spent, just so you know. Also, getting around Denver, tonight we're having a brewery tour at Ratio Beer Works in the Rhino District. The address for it is on our website and up here. So the best way to get there is probably taking a Lyft or an Uber. I would recommend you guys collaborate amongst yourselves and share one, get in the Slack group, and figure out who you're sharing your ride with. Tomorrow's after party is down at Wine Coop Brewing near Union Station. If you came down there through the airport, you can take the 16th Street Mall ride down there, and there's further directions on our website as well. Also, Saturday, we have our Rockies game downtown. If you replied yes on your initial form, you will have a ticket in your bag. We do have some leftover tickets, and we can get more. So if you'd like to come, please let registration know, and we will get you a ticket. We're sitting in the rooftop section. It's a nice little standing room only section, so even if you're not into baseball or anything, come have a drink. The tickets are preloaded with $6 of concessions, so at least come for that and just hang out. It should be a really fun time.
Good morning. I'm Chris Hardy with the programming team. I'm really excited. We have an amazing group of speakers and workshop facilitators. They've been very gracious in lending their time and their insights to create a number of great sessions for you. So they're going to touch on tools and workflows to make your WordPress projects more successful. They're going to touch on trends and challenges that they see on the web right now, and help us think about the future of relationships and business models that make the WordPress and publishing communities work. I hope you'll soak it all in and ask them questions and share what you're learning as you go along. All of the main speaker sessions are going to be in this room, and they'll be about 45 minutes each. Each session should have a little bit of time at the end for questions, but you can always find the speaker later on if you have more questions. We have a panel on hiring today at 4 p.m. that'll also be in this room. Tomorrow morning, there's a double session. We're also referring to that as the two Jakes on revenue and monetization. That's 9:30 a.m. tomorrow. At the end of each day, we'll have a series of lightning talks where folks will give you some quick insights or thoughts on a couple of topics, and you'll see those later on. We'd like to thank our cart services from White Coat Captioning here, who are helping make our content more accessible. And a quick schedule correction. This is only wrong on the boards that are on easels outside. It's correct on the website and on your printed schedules, but the 1:30 p.m. session today is on destructive ad tech, and that's swapped with tomorrow's, I think, 3:15 or 3:30 session. The workshops, as were noted, are up on the 11th floor in the conference room there. Those will be about 90 minutes long. If you're interested in joining a workshop, each workshop has its own Slack channel that you can join. And we encourage you to show up for those a little bit early. There's only about 30 slots for each one to make sure that you get in. Today's workshops, we have the complete introduction to WordPress command line interface. If you think you've managed a WordPress site efficiently but have never used WP CLI, I think your mind will be blown by this workshop, led by Dwayne McDaniel and Daniel Bachhuber. It starts at 9:30 right after this, and the Slack channel is workshop-CLI. At 1:30, Designing for Customization, How to Build a Modular News Theme. Julia Smith and the Institute for Nonprofit News are doing some amazing things with their Largo news theme. And you can learn all about that and how you can incorporate it into your work. Workshop-Modular is the channel for that. And at 3:15, the project scope will change, how to make it tolerable, if even pleasant. Whitney and Jay from 10 Up will be leading that, and that's Workshop-Scope.
And of course, all of that is amazing. It's a fantastic program that's absolutely perfect in every way, but we know that there are some other topics that we just could not include, right? So there's a board outside that's got like post-it notes on it, and Jake intentionally left open just a few slots upstairs in the to workshop space to do unconference things. So if you want to just kind of like pitch an idea, just write it out there on like a post-it note, and then at about 11, we'll just in like Slack like post like what the sessions are. So we'll probably do like 2 in each of the slots today and also tomorrow, and just also finding a few of them.
I also wanted to highlight the lightning talks that are happening today. So at the end of each day, we are having a bunch of lightning talks. There are 5 today and 4 tomorrow. Each are 5 minutes long. And so many of you, when you purchased a ticket, you were given the opportunity to pitch a lightning talk. So these are done by attendees. So thank you to all the attendees. How Digital First Media uses WordPress, Mateo Leba. Voice Apps for Publishers, Tom Harrigan. WordPress and Newsroom Workflow Management, Douglas, I'm totally butchering all these names, I'm so sorry. Reducing time to publish, Bradley Jacobs, and useful publisher plugins, Ben Keith, and that's today at the end of the day in this room. And we will leave room for questions. So 5 minutes of flash talk, like 1 or 2 questions, and we'll just keep it moving. Tomorrow's using WordPress to grow our network, Maura Thiel, customizer-centric workflows, Jonathan Wold, Tune-Up Democracy, Ernesto Aguilar, and how a drumming magazine leapt into digital subscriptions with resounding success, Peter Erickson.
So we have 2 great days of sessions, but you're thinking, but wait, I want more. On Saturday, we're going to be having a contributor day. If you've never attended a contributor day, it's an opportunity for you to get involved in open source. Now, you don't have to be a developer, you don't have to be a designer. Anyone is able to contribute to open source, and we're going to be going through how you can give back to WordPress and WordPress-related projects. If you're running a site on WordPress, you're already using open source. This is your chance to become a greater open source citizen. So doors are going to open at 10 a.m. on Saturday. We're going to kick things off at 10:30 with some introductions, and then get going until about 3 o'clock. We already have a handful of projects lined up that are going to be introducing themselves and giving you an opportunity to learn more about it. WordPress 4, the base of the software that we use, Largo and its various publishing plugins, and WP GraphQL, which is attempting to build a GraphQL API on top of WordPress. Also, if you have an open source project that you would like to pitch and try to get more contributors for, please come find me, Aaron Jorban, and I would love to help you have you sign up to do that.
All right, a few closing things before we get off to our first session. We wanted to remind you that for this event, how important it is for us to have a welcoming and inclusive event. As a WordCamp, we have a very clear code of conduct that we stand by, and that is published on our website. If anyone has any issues or questions or want to report anything, you can find any person in a green shirt or head to registration, and we will absolutely help you out. This is our community, and you are all here to be a part of it. So please help us be considerate, respectful, and collaborative. We are all here to make this happen. You know that everyone here is a volunteer. So if you see someone who is lost and confused, help them out. If you see trash, pick it up. If you see a volunteer that needs help them out. This is our community. Let's support each other and have an awesome event. All right. So let's kick off today. First up in this room will be Rebecca Monson, who will be talking about newsletter tools. And upstairs in the workshop room, Daniel Bachhuber and Dwayne McDaniel will be doing a workshop on WP CLI. Thank you so much, and let's have an awesome conference.